Hello, BKFK listeners. This episode is a very special episode for many reasons. The first is that we have the youngest ever performer on BKFK. She's 3 years old and already a superstar.
Hi, my name is Mila. I'm 3 years old and I live in Stouffville. And I love drinking milk and I love playing with Oriana, Kobe, Colton, and Leo and Madison.
My name is Elise. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and I love my brother, and I'm 7 years old. My favourite food is chocolate, and I love soccer and gymnastics. Hi, my name is Anna. I'm 7. I'm from Korea, and I like to draw. And I wrote this special mini episode that you're about to hear. And I acted as the princess.
That's right. The other thing that makes this episode special is that Edda wrote the whole story and acted as the princess. Wow! This really is by Kids for Kids. Well done, Edda. If you listeners would like to choose or even write a story, just go to bykids4kids.co and click on Minis. Okay, Ruby, let's get on with the story.
The Princess and the Frogs. On a beautiful Monday morning, a dazzling young princess of 14 woke up. She stretched and looked out the window to see the chirping birds. A refreshing breeze blew on her, but her tiara, which was already lopsided from her messy hair, fell out the window.
Breadsticks, what do I do now? I can't let Father find out about this. I'd better get it quick before anybody finds out.
She snuck down the secret castle stairs and made her way outside. But the tiara was nowhere to be found. The princess went deeper and deeper into the forest until she realized,
Breadsticks, I'm lost!
She saw some lights flickering in a cave and decided that's where the tiara thief must be hiding. So she went in.
Hello, is anybody here? I'm Princess Ruby and I'm looking.
But before she could finish her sentence, she heard the thundering crash of a boulder falling to block the entrance. The cave was suddenly cool and dark and eerily quiet.
Breadsticks, I can't see anything. Who are you and what are you doing in my cave? Who are you and what are you doing in this cave? This is my home. Now I ask you one last time. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Said the witch.
I'm Princess Ruby and I'm looking for something. I thought you might have it, but I see now that I don't have it, so I better be on my way. What's the rush, Princess? You should stay and have a drink. Here, let me fetch you something.
As the princess's eyes adjusted to the darkness, she could see the witch's silhouette fumbling with some bottles. She used this opportunity to try to push the boulder out of the way, but to no avail. The boulder wouldn't budge.
Here, drink this. Oh, no, thank you. I'm so full. I just drank a pondful of water just this morning. Nonsense. Drink it. You look thirsty. I'm really okay. I promise I'm not thirsty.
The princess lied. She was really thirsty, but her gut told her not to drink what the witch had offered her.
If you don't drink it, I'll turn you into a frog. Ew, a frog? What is it? You have to drink it to find out.
The princess took the bottle from the witch and took a deep breath. anything was better than being a frog, right? Right? Suddenly, smoke filled the cave, and the princess was turned into a...
What am I? You're outside. Now, Matches, you're inside. You pest. Now be gone before I get the broom.
The princess, now no longer a human, but a monstrous snake monster, slithered out with a tear in her eye.
Why me?
She was still thirsty, and being a snake monster and all, she forgot about the tiara and went out in search for some potable water. That means water you can drink.
I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
She found a pond, but something else caught her eye. Something green and slimy. She licked her lips as she approached slowly. But the handsome frog was busy admiring his own reflection in the pond. Only after he saw the giant snake monster in the pond did he speak.
Wait, don't eat me. I'm a magic frog.
What? Can you turn me back into a princess? Do I have to kiss you or something?
No, it's not like that. I'm a magic frog, not a prince. I'll grant you a single wish if you spare me. That means you let me live.
She thought for a moment.
Okay, I know what I want. I want you to help me get the witch to turn me human again.
Suddenly, the earth shook like it never had before. The thought that the sky was falling crossed the princess's mind until she realized that the sound was coming from beneath. It was coming from the pond. Specifically from the thousands and thousands of frogs marching in neat rows out of the pond. She found herself absolutely surrounded by frogs, but the thought of it didn't fill her with terror as it would have just this morning. It filled her with a surge of power like she never felt before. She headed back for the cave, and the frogs dutifully followed.
Let me handle this,
said the frog when they reached the cave. The princess stood near the door, watching apprehensively.
You again? I thought I made myself.
The witch was standing behind the princess monster, apparently having come back from the morning market. She suddenly realized they were surrounded by frogs. Frogs covered the ground. They covered the rocks and boulders at the entrance of the cave. They covered even the branches of the nearby trees. They were all looking at the witch. Suddenly, a crashing sound came from the cave.
My potions!
Oops, I hope that wasn't important. It looks like my frog friends got a little thirsty.
The witch said nothing. Then another crash. Her eyes filled with rage until she pulled out her wand.
You can't possibly close us out.
I don't need to. Hocus! Locust!
Remember the rumble that shook the earth from before? That was nothing compared to this. Even the frogs looked a bit startled. Suddenly, a huge, dark, noisy cloud fell over them. The frogs lost all composure. This was a free buffet and they knew it. It was every frog for himself, every grasshopper for himself. The leaves on the trees were being absolutely shredded right before their eyes. What little grass had not been trampled on by the frogs was devoured in seconds. Even some frogs were mistakenly picked up and carried off. It was madness and incredibly noisy. But in a few moments, all the locusts and all the frogs had disappeared. The witch calmly stepped past the princess to enter her cave and slammed the boulder shut behind her.
What am I supposed to do now? still a monster, and the frog just left me. He didn't even fulfill my wish. Useless slimy thing,
she said as she slithered her way towards the castle. Maybe her parents would accept her. Just as she was nearing the secret entrance that led her to her room, she saw a familiar shiny golden object in the now bare branches of a tree.
my crown!
She slithered her way up the tree and slid her head into the opening of the crown. Suddenly, her body transformed, and the tight grip of her serpent tail was replaced with nothing. And she felt herself falling out of the tree.
Ouch! I guess the moral of this story is always brush your hair as soon as you get out of bed.
Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.